Did you have to like look at everything and go, okay, I have to budget to open up a salon, or was it easier than you thought to actually, open up an actual physical storefront?
Oh, no, it
Okay.
wasn't easy at all.
Okay.
And I decided to open up a salon because I love doing hair and I love working with hairdressers, and I wanted a space where hairdressers could come and work and feel comfortable learning and creating and just have that really supportive environment, because that's where
Right.
I grew up as a hairdresser and it was so helpful to me in my career.
Yep.
So I was very focused of the community, the feel, who was going to be in the space and what that was going to be
Yeah.
like. And I didn't think at all about any of the business pieces of opening a salon, because that's not where my head was at
Right.
the time. So I was thinking about the pricing part because I wanted to have employees in the salon. And that is where, like I said, I started thinking about this before going
Yeah.
in, because I thought, well, if I employ employees, how do I set their prices?
Right.
I don't know how to set my own. So I
Yeah.
had to figure that out, which I did. So I figured out that piece, but I didn't really think much beyond what this group of people inside was going to be. And it was only when I got inside and I started working in my salon that I was like, oh my goodness, this is totally different than
Yep.
what I thought it was going to be. I am now in a managerial role. I am a janitor. I am
Yes.
a electrician. I am a plumber. I'm doing all of these other things. I'm a marketer. I had all of these jobs that I had no idea I was going to need to have.
Right.
So I've just been consistently learning, and that's how I have figured out how to run my salon. Is literally just one little step at a time. Here's a problem. How do you solve it? I don't know. Let me figure it out.
Yes.
And
yes.
then I do that, and then I move on to the next thing.
Because the
So
space is completely different.
it's very different
Yeah.
than doing hair individually.
Yep.
Doing hair individually as an individual, self-employed, it is honestly such a great thing. You have unlimited profit potential. You can really decide how and what and when you want to do it. It's just all about you and your own
Yeah.
craft and your own skill and how you want to run your own business, whatever that is. When you're owning a salon, it's a very different thing, because you're managing a space for other people. And in order for the salon to be successful, all of the people inside of it have to be successful.
Correct.
They all have to grow. They all have to feel valued. They all have to contribute. They all have to keep up the space. It really has to be more of a collective. So it's less about me and more about them.
Do you think more salons should communicate and educate their employees, or the women renting out their, or the men renting out their chairs, on how to price things accordingly or how to set the tone there? Do you think that they should communicate it more, or do you
Yeah,
think it's
so
more?
I think it's more of an individual thing, to be
Okay,
honest,
yeah.
especially here in California, because here in California, it is a very different place to run a business. And so most of the individuals working inside a salon, they are self-employed, independent contractor stylists,
Right.
which means that they get to decide how they run their own business inside your business.
Correct.
So I think of my salon business like I have an HOA, right?
Okay,
I have
okay.
like a group of like-minded people, and we're all working towards the same goal, but how they specifically do their own thing is really up to them. So
that.
I take my responsibility more as providing guidance if they want it. I can't force it down their
Yep.
throats or make them do it, but if they want to learn from me, if they want support in their pricing, if they want support in figuring out how to do those types of things, I'm available to them to
Yep.
help them with that. And they
Okay.
do take advantage of it.
That's
I have a
good.
lovely team, and they do take advantage of it, and I have had the chance to teach them a lot through it.
That's awesome.
But I think that if you make the salon responsible for it, it's almost like forcing fun. Like once somebody says, okay, you have to go and do this fun thing, you're like, well, now I don't want to do it anymore.
That's a really good point,
So-
because sometimes you actually need that experience too, and you have to learn on your own,
You
right?
do.
Sometimes you actually don't know, hey, I need to ask this question about pricing or setting a price or how to raise a price, because you haven't gotten there yet.
No.
And it's not that,
You don't know what you don't know.
correct. And I think sometimes people want to jump the gun, right? And they want to be too early on it, which it's okay and it's great to learn. But sometimes you're not there yet. Sometimes you just need more experience,
You
right?
do. Well, and the industry has changed so much. So back when I started in 1997,
Okay.
and we didn't have cell phones
Right.
and
Way different.
social media.
Yep.
It was like the clients would come in and flip through a magazine and show you what hair picture they wanted. And the salon was key in that world because the clients came to the salon. Because as individuals, there was not really an outlet for expression for ourselves individually.
Oh.
And now it's so different. It's changed so much where anybody can learn anything at any time. You
Right.
can learn anything you want to know and you could do it yourself. So whatever you're interested in, whatever specific technique or strategy or business model you're interested in, you can learn that yourself. Where before salons had a larger responsibility, the stylists couldn't learn that on their own. They relied on the salon, the brand companies, the product companies to bring in this education for them and teach them. And I think that has changed.
And talk a little bit more on that, because I think sometimes we don't talk enough about how we're able to adapt, right? We have to be observant,
Yeah,
right? We have to
totally.
be willing. It might be hard, but you still need to be willing to go ahead and say, I'm seeing this observation, I'm hearing it from other people, and also I might need to make a change here. During that time, what was the hardest part for you? Was it more like the social media side that was
Yeah.
really hard to get used
You
to?
mean being like an old hairdresser who didn't have a cell phone and then having to figure out how to do all of the young person things?